Yeah, very good evening. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. And what about you?
Yeah, same here. I'm also doing great.
Okay, that's great. So we are meeting first time. So can I know something about you?
Yeah, surely, definitely. So first of all, thank you very much for giving me this chance to talk about myself. So I'm Kamal Soren and I am from Jharkhand, Godda district. If I talk about my qualification, I have done my graduation. And apart from my study, I'm also teaching in a private school as well as learning some kind of new skills. Okay. So right now
Okay.
I'm learning spoken English. And along with my learning, I have also opened a YouTube channel, English with Kamal. Okay.
Okay.
Some,
So I want to ask you
uh,
a question. You said that I want to learn English. So why do you think that English is very important to us?
Yeah, I will tell you. Okay, but before that, like I would also like to know about you.
Okay. Not an issue. So my
Yes.
name is Ruby Kumari. I am from Jharkhand and I am studying in class 8. I have 5 members in my family and I have 3 siblings, one me and 2 small brothers. Hobby is to learn English and to play. That's all about me.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah, first time like we are meeting. So okay,
Yeah.
so you were asking me
Can
something.
I ask
Yes,
a question to you?
yes.
Okay.
Why do I
So
want to learn this language, right?
yeah, that is my question.
Yes. So it is very good question, and I would say that right now, like we are living on 21st century, right? So in this
Yeah.
era, like speaking English is very necessary. We all know that it connects people with like globally. And if you want to talk to any person in any other places, like wherever you are going, so that time you will face problem if you don't know speaking English. And if I talk about my uh, region for learning this language, so it was like a kind of compulsion, or because I teach in a private school. Okay, so there what we do, like it is an English medium school, and many of the times we have to speak on the stage, and also like we have to talk with the students in English, and it is very necessary for all of us to know English language. I don't speak English, so our student will also not speak English, right? So it's
Yes.
also a big reason. And one more thing, I would always say that I am fond of learning new things. Okay? I'm always trying to learn something new. I always read books and watch some good videos, like interview videos, and many more motivational videos. So I am fond of learning something new. And if I talk about books, so like mostly if you want to read books, so mostly like good books are written in English language,
Yes, you
right?
are right. Yeah, we should
So
also read some books because it is very important to us to read books. If we will read more
yes,
books, then we can easily speak. So that's why book is also important to us.
yes. So like that time, like I wanted to read books, but like initially I bought some books, okay, and Hindi. The first book which I bought was like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Do you know? There is a
Yeah,
book.
yeah, yeah. I have
Okay,
listened to that.
yes. So this book, like I started reading, but it was in Hindi. And after that, like when I read that book, now, so I started having a kind of curiosity to read more books, because I was loving that thing. Okay. So after that, like I thought that I should order more books. Okay. But like when I searched on YouTube that which book should I read, related to what kind of things. Okay. So that time, like people were saying that if you are reading English books in Hindi, now, so they are like being written again, once again, they are being translated into Hindi. And like all the things will not be like same to same. So that time I thought that like I should also learn spoken English, because if we don't learn spoken English, so we are not gonna understand those things which are written in English. So it was the first reason. And also like I used to watch some kind of interviews in Hindi, and in interviews like many great people, they always used to talk about some very big people's name, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, like Mark Zuckerberg, and many more people. So whenever I used to listen to them, I also feel like I should also uh, watch their interviews. And like whenever I search about them, so like all the interviews would come in English, and like it was very difficult for me to understand. So like all these things made me learn this thing.
Yeah. Your all the points are correct, and I thought like that. In my opinion, English is very important to us to learn English because do you know that if we want to go to the other countries, if we want to communicate with other countries, so that's why English is very important to us. Because if we want
Yes,
to go to other countries, they are not knowing our native language, and we are also not knowing
yes.
their language. So that's why for communication purpose, it is very important to learn English language. And we also see example that if we want to go to the markets or like market
Yes.
area or something area, then the things that is written in English, so we can't understand.
Yeah,
So for understanding them, so we should learn English language. And I thought like that it
definitely.
is not very hard to learn English. It is very easy to
Yes,
learn. I thought like that it is if I will comparing to the like language, so English is very easy than Hindi language,
yes,
as think about it. And yeah, only it need practice. If we will practice more, we can easily speak. And if we also want to take like jobs, so if we want to take a good job, so it is very important to learn English language. And if we also see example like in the village areas, they are not able to
right.
speak English, not able to speak. So if we will speak in front of them, they will feel like they will more respect. So that's why it is very important to us to learn English language. And we also see nowadays that in rural areas many people are speaking English, they are also learning English. It is very
You're right.
necessary to learn English language.
Right, right. And one more thing, like when I was learning, so like when I did my 10th standard, after that I went to Patna. Okay, so like when I went to Patna, there like I have to study everything in English. I had taken math science. Okay, so like that time everything was in English. And when I attended my first class in Patna, so that time like my teacher came, physics teacher, and after that he started speaking in English. And when he started speaking in English, like I was unable to understand. It was like very tough for me to understand. Like I could not understand even a single sentence. So that time I thought like it is very difficult for me to survive. I cannot cope up with all these students. So that time also like I realized to learn. And like right now I can say like you are judged by not only by your knowledge but also by your communication skill. If you are speaking very nicely, if your English is very good, so like you will be considered as if like you are a very educated person. You know lots of things, right? But if you are unable to speak English, no matter how much knowledge you may have, the people will not care about you. People will say that
Right, you are exactly right, because we can also say that if we are more educated, if we can speak English or more educated, the people will respect more. And if we are not knowing English, because now all are saying about English language or are thinking about English language, so that's why it is very important to learn English. And if we are not knowing English, then we will regret in ourselves in the future time, because it will be very helpful to us in the future time. Because if we want to take jobs, like I want to be an IS officer, so
yeah.
that's why it is very important to learn English language. So I thought like that it is very easy to learn, and it is very important to us also.
You are right, 100% you are right. Like right now, if you want to get any kind of new job, any kind of job, so that time in interview you will be asked in English language. Okay, if your communication skills good, if you are able to speak English very nicely, so that time you will be selected. If you are not good at speaking English, so you are not gonna get selected. And you know, according to one research, in interviews, like whatever we are showing them, like our academic like certificate or degrees. Okay, so like it does not look like how much knowledge you may have. So they always see your personality, how you are doing, your communication skill. And there was written like 85% of our like interview is conducted by like our personality. Like they would show that how we are speaking, how is our body language, how is
Yeah,
our
yeah. You are right, and we also see examples, and that we also take that IS interview. In that, we also see example that they are first seeing the personality first, that how they are maintaining their personality, and then we can
yes,
say that they are asking questions. So the whatever they are asking questions, they are in the English. So that's why it is very necessary to learn English language. And if we
yeah, yeah,
also if we also want to communicate to the peoples, like if we want to go to the foreigners, if we want to visit to other countries, so that's why it is very necessary to learn English language. And I thought like that it will be very helpful to the all the peoples one who want to learn English language, because it will be helpful to them that they if they want to do something in life, if there is something have a thought like that, I want to do something in my life, so that's why English is very important to us for them.
yes, yes, yes. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so what's
So
your
I
journey
just
about language? So how did you learn it?
what did you say?
Yeah, what's your journey about English language? How did you learn it?
Yeah, I learned this language online. Okay, like through I can say YouTube. YouTube is the only way. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So from I learned. So on YouTube, like earlier, I used to search. I used to watch videos of some good creators like Adit Rana sir, and like there were many teachers. So I always used to watch their videos, and like I always used to watch the same video for multiple times. If I'm watching the videos of 10 days, okay. So until unless I am comfortable with that thing, like I am thinking that I am good with this thing, I can speak sentences, I can make sentences. using this tense. So like I always used to watch the same thing repeatedly, and from
Okay.
there like I learned actually.
So from where you get an idea to learn English?
Okay, yeah, it is very good question. And like there one incident happened with me a few years ago, and there like before that incident also like I had tried many times when I was in Patna. That time also like I thought that I should learn spoken English, and like I thought that I should join any coaching institute, and there was a coaching institute, okay, in Patna, and I went there for like 15 days only for 15 days. And just like I could not continue my class, I came back to my home. Okay, not came back to my home, like I stopped going there. And like one incident happened few years back in my private schools. Okay, so they're like in my private school, everybody like all the teachers used to speak in English. Okay, and it was like 15th of August. 15th August. So that time, like all the teachers who used to host the stage program, so they went to their home. Okay, so that time, like uh, nobody was there to speak on stage. So I was the only person where I had to speak. Okay, and all the people were forcing me that Kamal, you may speak better because you know little bit. So you should go onto the stage. So that time, like I thought that I should go to the stage and I should speak. Before that program, also, like I prepared very well. I wrote down all the thing. I took the help of YouTube and remembered everything, and just I went onto the stage. And like when I was going to the stage, that time I was very much confident. I was thinking that I would have a blast over there. But when I get onto the stage after that, like for 30 seconds or 20 seconds, I was very confident. Okay. I said like with my full energy that very good morning to all of you, my teacher, parents, and like this. Okay. But after some time, like after 30 to 40 seconds, I started fumbling. I started sweating. I started feeling lack of words and like nervousness. Started having butterflies in my stomach. Okay. And I could not continue my speech. I just gave up and just left the stage. And that time, like lots of people were there. They were gazing at me, okay, looking at me. And that time, like I realized that I should learn this language. And at the same stage, next year I will speak in English with very confident. So I
Okay.
took this plunge and like, I started learning from there. And whenever I feel demotivation, so I always used to I just like see that picture in my mind, like how I was fumbling on this stage. And after that, I just kept learning spoken English. And finally, I did it. And next year, at the same place, like I gave a speech on English, and like
Okay.
every day. This is
From
my
there
job.
you get motivated that I want to speak English. Yeah, I'm right.
Yes, yes, yes. So that was
O-
the main thing. Otherwise, like maybe I could not continue.
Okay, okay. So what's your age?
I'm 23, 4. Right now, I'm 24.
Okay, okay. You're 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any
So
question to
you,
me?
yes, yes. Like, where are you from? Like, which district?
Okay, I am from Hazaribagh district.
Okay,
Have you
okay, I
bec-
know. So, yes, yes. We are from Jharkhand.
Yeah, I'm knowing you are from Jharkhand, but have you visited to
Yes.
Hazaribagh?
No, no, no. I have not. I have never done. Okay, I have not visited. Okay, that place. But like a few years back, when I was in class sixth, seventh. Okay, so that time I used to prepare for some competition exam, like some small competition exam, like Navodaya Netar Sainik School. Okay, so that time like I have given the examination of all these things, and I like got selected. And few friends like they went to Hazaribagh. There is a like a girls school, I think. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I am also
So
studying English in school, and there you know that in my school there is a strict rule that we have to speak in English only. Because nowadays
yeah,
schools are also knowing importance of English. They're also giving to the students a good. They're also saying that English is very important to us to learn English. So that's why all the students they used to speak English.
yes, yes, yes. So can
Yeah.
you tell me like how do you think like speaking English is like how it can help us apart from like I can say like talking with people. Any other thing? How do you think it is
Okay.
important? Which
Okay.
we
Okay.
discussed
Yeah.
apart from that.
Okay, apart from talking, I want to suggest to those person one who want to practice English, one who want to learn English. First, they should know the grammar
Yeah.
part because the beginners or the students they are not knowing the English, so they should know the first
Yes.
grammar. If they are knowing the grammar, if they are knowing the basic part of the grammar, they can easily speak. So that's why the
Yes.
first yeah, so that's why the first suggestion is that they want to learn the grammar, and the second suggestion I want to give that they should learn the vocabularies if they will
Yes.
learn Yeah, if they will learn more vocabularies, they can easily speak, and they can easily speak in advanced English. Yeah, so that's why they should
Right.
learn the vocabulary. And the third suggestion I want to give, that they should speak in the front of camera or mirror. Because do you know that in front of camera and mirror, if we speak, then our fear will overcome, and we will speak with a confidence and without hesitation. So that's why it is necessary to speak in front of camera and mirror. Because if we only speak in audio call, or we are speaking in audio calls, but in front of
Yes,
camera
yes.
we are speaking, then we can't say that we are speaking with a good, if we are speaking with a good knowledge. So that's why it is also necessary to speak in front of camera or mirror. So like that suggestion I want to give to those person who want to learn English.
Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Yeah, it is very good. Like if you want to learn spoken English and all those things like we should follow. And if I ask you like how someone can build a vocabulary, okay, words, how to find words and how to remember words. So what would you suggest them?
There is so many social medias. They can go through the social medias or YouTube. There is so many Googles, YouTube. To them, they can also use to learn the vocabularies, or by in the reading part. We can also say that if we read more books, then we get more vocabulary. So from there, we also can get so many vocabularies. And if we talk about the newspapers, if we read newspapers, so we also get so many difficulties to speak. So that's why it is also necessary to speak in. It is also necessary to speak the or to learn the newspaper, because we get so many words. So that's why it is also necessary to read newspaper.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Otherwise, like we can also watch some interviews, no? Right now, whatever if I talk about you are interested to watch any movies, so like if any new movies is coming in theaters, okay, so that time like actors will come for promote their movies, and they will be interviewed. Okay, they will be asked some questions. So they're also like they use some kind of very good words which are in daily use, no? Like which are in trending, like in real life. Because if I talk about newspaper, if I talk about books, so there are also many words which like mostly people don't use in real life. And also like if you are watching any news, then also initially it is very difficult to understand. They use very hard words, difficult words, right? Advanced words. So if you are initial at the initial stage, you are learning newbie, so that time like it can make you demotivate.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. Because if we read the first time newspaper or book, then we feel like that we can't speak. We are not knowing English. Yeah, we are not doing anything in English. So that's why we should also learn. We should also speak, or we should also learn the reading part. Also, we should also understand. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about those people one who don't want to speak English? So, what impact will feel them?
Okay, if they don't want to speak English, right?
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah,
how
okay, I would say that this.
motivated to
Okay,
those
okay.
people? Yeah, how will you motivate to those people one who is not knowing English, and they also don't want to speak English? So how will you motivate to them?
Like no matter like how much I would suggest them, okay, like if they don't want to learn spoken English, so they will never learn. And I think like they are not learning spoken English because they have never been into this type of atmosphere. They have maybe like they don't watch English movies, they don't watch English interviews, or maybe like they have never been into that type of atmosphere where people are speaking English. So if I talk about that type of people, so like if there is anyone in my area and he wants to, like I want him to speak in English, so what I would do, I would try to like speak in front of him in English. Otherwise, like I could show him some kind of videos, okay, in English, like some village boys videos, and they are speaking in English. And also like if there are some kind of schools, okay, they do like a parents meeting. Also like they are also like they can go there, and after that they can watch them, they can start getting motivation from there. Okay, otherwise like you will tell them, you will ask them to learn spoken English, you will try to motivate them, you will make them count all the regions that you should learn spoken English. Otherwise like it will be very difficult for you to survive, it will be very difficult for you to get job. So they will not understand, they should understand by themselves.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you are right. And we also see, like in the rural areas, the peoples they are saying that why I should learn the different language like English. Yeah, I am better
Yes,
in
yes.
it. Only why I should learn different language like English. They will feel like that, and they will say like that. So that's why we should also motivate to those peoples, because they will feel very bad in their future time. They will feel regret. So that's why.
They
Yeah,
will educate. Yes.
yeah, because like those one who don't want to educate it also. Like if the because they also don't want to be educational purpose. So that's why they will face so many problems. Like they should be open like vegetable shops or shops. So that's why I want to suggest to those people one who because the need is that they should be interested in something. If they're interested in
Yes.
something to yeah, if they're interested in something to do, they can easily do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, that's why like I said my own story. Like there I had a very strong why I want to learn spoken English. And before that also like incident, I also tried many times to learn this language. Like but I cannot continue. I could not continue. I wanted to learn spoken English and I also went to a coaching institute for 15 days. Okay. Like it was the course of I think 3 to 4 months. But like when I started going there, they were teaching me tense. And after that I started feeling bored and I just left the coaching institute. Because that time like I did not have a very strong why. But when that incident happened with me, the embarrassment, and like I always used to think about that thing. It was very difficult for me to overcome that thing. So like if you have a strong voice, so we can easily learn any skill or anything. There is nothing impossible.
Yes, you are
Everything is
right.
possible.
You know that like your story it is also same as me. Because when I was in class 6, that time I faced I was not knowing to read a book also. So that time my teacher
Yes.
has motivated and my parents has motivated that you should learn the English. Because if you are knowing English, you can easily be a successful person. So that's why from there I started speaking. But I left sometimes because I was not interested in English subjects. So that's why I was not able to speak also. So
Yes.
that's why my teacher has said to me to learn the grammar first. Because if you will know the grammar, then you can easily speak. So that's why I just focus on the grammar. And my parents have said to me to practice English. Because if you will practice more, you can easily speak. So that's why I used to
Nice.
speak with my parents also, and I also used to speak with my teacher also, and in my school I also used to speak. And you know that at my home there is a small brother. I also used to practice with him also. Like this, I have improved myself, and I also assure myself that I should improve more and more. Because I thought that I'm not best now. I can't speak anything. I should improve more and more.
Right. And like if you have any small child in your home, so it is very easy for them to make them understand that the importance of English, na? Without letting them know that we should learn spoken English. If you speak in front of him in English, every time you talk to him in English, then he will also start getting that type of eagerness to learn spoken English. And in my home also, like there is a very small kid, 4 years kid, okay, and I always talk to him in English. I always try to speak in English with him. So he also think that I should also speak in English. And whenever like I am speaking, I try to speak in English. So he always asks me to speak in English. He will always say that Rajat, please speak in English. Speak in English. So like this, he will always say, and like he is able to speak some simple sentences. Like if he has to ask me anything, like please give me a glass of water or something like that. Na? Let's go to market. Let's please bring me something. So like this type of small sentences he can speak because I always talk to him in English. And I think like for small kids, if I'm speaking in English with them, so they will automatically understand everything. And after some time, they will also start speaking English, and they would love to enjoy. Yeah, they would love speaking.
But children also want to learn something new. As I can say, example like my brother, they also want to learn something new. So that's why I also used to teach him. Like I used to teach English stories. I used to teach like if they are wasting the times in the social media. I just say to
Yes,
him that don't waste in the social media. If we want to use social media, then you see the videos of English, like how to speak, how we can do communication. So that's why I used to teach like this, and he also speak very well now, I can see.